Now the next topic is the sources of recruitment. Sources of recruitment has been divided into two parts. The first one is the internal sources and the second one is the external sources. Whenever you are going to recruit the person from the inside the organization, that would be known as the internal sources, or whenever you are going to recruit the personnel from outside the organization, that would be the external sources. Here we will talk about the internal sources. Internal sources are of three types. The first one is the transfer, second one is the promotion, and the third one is the layoff. Then we will talk about the first step. The first step is the transfer. It refers to the transfer of an employee from one department to another department. This follows when one department has a surplus of employee. That is the simplest meaning, students. अगर किसी डिपार्टमेंट के अंदर हमारे पास सरप्लस एम्प्लॉय हैं, then we can shift that personnel from one department to another department. So that process would be known as a transfer. Second step process would be the promotion. प्रमोशन का बेसिकली मीनिंग होता है लो लेवल कैटेगरी से पर्सन को इम्प्रूव करके हायर लेवल कैटेगरी पे रिक्रूट कर देना. It is the process by which an employee working at a lower rank appointed to the upper rank where his responsibility or work would be increases. So in the simplest term, एक ऐसा प्रोसेस जिसमें आप लोअर लेवल एम्प्लॉय को अपर लेवल रैंक पे रिक्रूट कर रहे हो, so that process would be known as a promotion. Now the third step is the layoff. Layoff is a very interesting point. It refers to the temporary separation of employee from an employee. Then layoff take place lack of work. In a present situation, there are lots of companies who are doing the layoff. Means to say that they are not liking the work, they are not having the enough resources. अगर आपके पास enough amount of resources नहीं है, अगर आपके पास enough amount of money भी नहीं है, so आप अपने employee को lay off कर दोगे. और the lay off का बेसिक टर्म होता है कि आपने उनको कुछ टाइम के लिए बोल दिया कि वी आर नॉट एबल टू पे यू. व्हेनेवर वी आर गेटिंग अ एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज देन वी विल कॉल यू बैक. सो इन अ सिंपलेस्ट टर्म दैट इज द ले ऑफ. फर्स्ट कम ले ऑफ की एक सिंपल सी स्ट्रैटेजी है. फर्स्ट कम लास्ट गो एंड लास्ट कम फर्स्ट गो. मीन्स टू से दैट अगर आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेड ऑफ करना चाहती है तो सबसे पहले आप उस एम्प्लॉय को ले ऑफ करोगे जिसने सबसे एंड में ज्वाइन किया होगा, और जिसने सबसे पहले ज्वाइन किया होगा उसका टर्न सबसे एंड में आएगा ले ऑफ करने के लिए. दैट इज द सिंपल रूल ऑफ ले ऑफ. नाउ वी विल कम अप ऑफ द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ इंटरनल रिसोर्सेज. इंक्रीज इन मोटिवेशन. That is a very interesting point. Whenever we are going to recruit the personnel from inside the organization, then employee morale will boost. Whatever the employees working in your organization, they knows that कि if they will work in a better way, then they will get a promotion or they will get a higher salary. So with the help of these things, जो employee का morale है वो increase होगा. Second point, industrial peace. Student, industrial peace means to say that relationship between employer and employee. Whenever you are talking about the employer and employee, so whenever you are going to take an internal source of recruitment, तो जो relations है एक employer और employee के, that will be strong. Third step is the easy selection. Selection doesn't involve any risk. In a simple terms, you don't have to perform so much formalities, because whenever you are going to deal with the external source of recruitment, there are too much formalities you have to be bothered. But अगर आप internal recruitment choose कर रहे हो तो आपको बहुत सारी formalities नहीं follow करनी पड़ती. Internal process के अंदर जो selection process है वो बहुत easy process होता है. So that's why we can say that कि this is the advantages of internal sources of recruitment. Fourth point, no need of induction. Induction, I already told you, orientation और induction, employees का organization से introduction कराना. Whatever your budget, whatever your the conditions and where you are working, how much turnover you are getting every year. So employees knows everything already. So there is no need of induction. Then cost, but whenever you are going to use an external source of recruitment, whatever the money you are going to spend on an induction process, that will be very less. So internal के अंदर हमें किसी भी induction process की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So that is also the advantages of internal process. Fifth point is the economical source. This will be the cost effective procedure. Students, when I already told you, whenever we are going to use a external source of recruitment, you have to perform a lots of formality, or whatever the formalities you have to be performed, that you have to spend a lots of cost. But whenever we are going to choose an internal source of recruitment, so cost will be very less. बिकॉज यू आर यूजिंग द इंटरनल सोर्सेज, यू आर यूजिंग द इंटरनल क्राइटेरिया. सो जो इंटरनल रिक्रूटमेंट का सोर्स है, इंटरनल जो मेथड है वो एक इकोनॉमिकल मेथड है और वी कैन यूज इट इन अ बेटर वे. Now we will come up on the disadvantages of internal source of recruitment. The first step is the stop the entry of young blood. For me personally, that is very interesting point for me. Just think about student. अगर हम अपनी organization के अंदर internal sources ही use करते रहे, we are not going to recruit the personnel from outside the organization. So idea will be outdated and technology will be obsolete. If you want to take a better technology, then there is a must thing you have to use a external sources of recruitment also. Just think about that. If a person is working in a IT company and he is having the experience of a 20 years, he is working on the just only one skill, that is the C++. But nowadays there are lots of skills in the market and the person is not getting any idea about that. So the technology जो है उसकी वो obsolete हो जाएगी. So obsolete technology के साथ काम करना it is a very difficult. So that's why ये एक बहुत बड़ा डिसएडवांटेज है कि अगर आप इंटरनल यूज कर रहे हो तो आप अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर यंग ब्लड को एंटर नहीं करा रहे हो. Second point, employee become lethargic. That is also a very interesting point. Employee become lethargic. Employee is working in your organization, he or she knows that whatever he or she is going to perform that, in a simple terms he or she will get a promotion. So feeling of promotion जो है उनको lethargic बना देगा, उनको कभी भी नहीं लगेगा कि we should do better and we have to do better. Third point, not available in new organization. Internal source of recruitment जो है वो new organization के लिए available नहीं है. So इस न्यू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर हमें ऑलवेज एक्सटर्नल सोर्स ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट ही यूज करना पड़ता है. सो दैट इज द डिसएडवांटेज. सेंस ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन वुड बी हैम्पर्ड. Means to say that employee do not get a chance of a healthy competition. That is the same point. Employees knows that they will get a promotion in a very easiest way. So new जो young blood है वो हमारी organization के अंदर आ नहीं रहा. So whatever the person whom he or she will be compete. So जो competition का spirit है that would be the very less. So students, these are the disadvantages of internal sources of a recruitment. I hope you will get it in a better way. Till then, stay tuned, stay with us. Thank you.